Hello everybody and welcome to Drunk Billy Flies. Today we're going to do a very quick video on how to start the TBM 930 from cold and dark. I'm going to hide these here yolks first. Okay, so you want to get it started without a bunch of checklists, get everything going properly, and started and ready to fly. First thing, move up your crash bar. Then you'll want to turn on your two switches here, which will fire up all your power and your avionics. At this point here, you'd put on lights to warn that you're about to start. So now ensure that your throttle is down in cutoff position. Your auxiliary fuel boost, to on. We want fuel flow while we're doing this. And then you hit your starter. Now on the real thing, you can't hot or hang start this thing. You keep an eye on your ITT and your NG. Once your NG stabilizes at about 20%, here we go, 19, 20, no, it's at 19, close enough. So bring your throttle up to idle. Okay, low idle, you keep it there until your NG hits 52%, goes green, then you bring it up to high idle and across the gate to flight idle. So there you have it started. Normally on the real thing you would set a timer and there are time limits. You know, the NG has to get to certain places within a certain period of time so you don't have a hung start. You know, you have to keep your ITT from spiking so that you don't get a hot start. So the TBM can be a little bit of a pain to start at times. So anyway, once your plane is started, you put your fuel pump to auto, turn your fuel selector on. This automatically switches back and forth between your fuel selector tank. If you don't know and you're constantly hearing this little clicking sound while you're in the TBM, that's what's happening. It's automatically switching fuel tanks to keep your fuel balance. I could be wrong on the numbers here, but I believe when you're on the ground, it's like every 90 or 120 seconds. And when you're in the air, it's every 60. I could be wrong on these numbers. I'd have to go look them up to make sure. And, okay, no, I thought I had heard it click. Okay, so you make sure that your fuel tank selector and you switch your autopilot all the way up to on position. Not off, not AP off. Then you make sure your pitot heats are on. Your inertial separator is on. You will need that for takeoff. You need inertial, well, it's a safety feature that protects the engine from ingress of dirt and junk and birds and whatnot. So typically under about 2,000 feet, you usually have your inertial separator on. And then you do your bleed, that's for cabin pressurization. And you'll notice that your CAS is now clear of all errors except the warning. Oh, there we go. There was the click. See, it switched from the left fuel tank to the right. So yeah, your CAS is cleared of all errors and warnings except the parking brake, and now it takes about 30 seconds for the inertial separator to activate once you hit the switch. Now it's on, you can hit your master caution, and you're good to go. So now at this point, all you have to do is set yourself up for your flight. So if you're using your nav, you'd switch your nav source to FMS. Notice that I'm using the G3000 mod, which adds a whole lot of really, really wonderful functionality to the TBM. But yeah, that's basically about it. That's the quick get started and get in the air guide. At this point here, you just have to contact ATC if that's your thing. Get your flight clearances and all that, and you know, turn on your navigation, your taxi lights, and you are good to go. So, hope this was informative. See y'all next time.